Hi lovelies, welcome to Zista Update. If today is your first time coming to my channel, you are very much welcome, and please don't forget to subscribe. Without further delay, lovelies, grab your popcorn, let's jump onto the video.
This episode begins with Jhanak, her voice steady, declared, "I'm not scared of death." Anirudh immediately stopped her, his concern evident. The nurse, overhearing their conversation, frowned and said, "Why are you talking about death? The doctors here are good." Turning to Anirudh, she asked, "Are you her husband?" Anirudh hesitated before nodding. The nurse smiled knowingly. "I guessed it right. You must be living away because of work," she remarked. Anirudh simply replied, "You can say so." Jhanak, however, insisted that they were late. The nurse wheeled her away for surgery, leaving Anirudh behind. Anirudh and Aditya watched the procedure from the screen room, their expressions tense. The surgery was completed, but Jhanak continued to lose blood, and her body rejected the transfusions. The doctor approached them, her expression grave. "We've done all we can, but she isn't responding. At this point, only a miracle can save her," she said. Anirudh's frustration boiled over. "Isn't it your job to save her?" he demanded angrily. Meanwhile, at home, Bipasha scoffed. "Jhanak trapped Aditya. He's rich too, but she lost him as well. Now that he's found out she's pregnant, he's probably made up this whole scheme to avoid responsibility." Shrishti nodded. "You are right. I have no doubts now." Vinayak, however, was not convinced. "I don't think Jhanak would do this. We don't know the full truth. What if she really has a tumor? What if she's the one being trapped?" Arshi, growing frustrated, threw up her hands. "I'm out of this. I've had enough." She stormed off to her room. Shrishti, undeterred, declared, "I won't tolerate this any longer. Let Aditya and Jhanak do whatever they want, but Arshi deserves her rights." Bipasha smirked. "We've informed Shubh. He's coming." Tanuja agreed. "Yes, just wait for him." Shrishti, however, was impatient. "No, we have to act now," she insisted. Vinayak sighed. "We should talk to Anirudh and offer legal help. If Jhanak is telling the truth, then Anirudh is Arshi's culprit. If she's lying, she must explain herself." Back at the hospital, Aditya and Anirudh anxiously awaited news. "How is Jhanak? What does the doctor want to tell us?" Aditya asked. The doctor appeared, her face grim. "The patient's condition is critical. We operated, but we can't stop the bleeding. Her body is rejecting blood. This is a serious complication. We have to wait and hope for a miracle." Anirudh's eyes burned with frustration. "What do you mean? What exactly are you doing?" Aditya turned on him. "You insulted her, tortured her. This is your fault." Anirudh scowled. "Shut up," he snapped. The doctor intervened. "This isn't the time for arguments. Just pray for her recovery." But Anirudh lashed out at her. "Chu, you said you were trying your best, yet she's still like this." The doctor remained calm. "If her body accepts the blood, she has a chance. Otherwise—" Anirudh's breath hitched. "Otherwise, what?" She met his gaze firmly. "Control yourself," she said. Aditya glared at him. "Just shut up, Anirudh." A hospital worker urged them to stop causing a scene. "This is a hospital. No drama here." Meanwhile, back at home, Bablu returned, calling out for Anjana. Choto appeared, and Bablu asked about a cricket match. "Do you want to go?" Choto inquired. Bablu nodded. "Yes, I'll be retiring soon. There's only one life. I want to see the match at least once. Choto grinned. I'll get tickets for all the matches. Dad used to take us when we were kids. Bablu's face softened with nostalgia. Yes, we all went together back then. Bipasha, overhearing them, rolled her eyes. So, they're bringing back that burden, she thought. Let's see how they manage. Bablu then mentioned, Appu is coming tomorrow. Make arrangements. Choto nodded. Everything is set. Bablu smiled. You've done a lot for Appu's marriage. Choto shrugged. Bablu did wrong, but you've always been there for him. He forgot your kindness. Bablu dismissed it. Forget it. Just then, Anjana entered. I asked Choto to get something special for Appu and Lalu. She said. Bablu turned to Choto. Did you pay for it? Choto shook his head. Anjana gave me the money. Anjana smiled warmly. I was saving for Appu. Bablu's eyes welled up. When she comes, I'll show her something special, Anjana added, revealing a gold chain. Bablu gasped. You saved so much for this. Tanuja scoffed. So, they act poor. Bipasha smirked. Next time, don't go easy on them. Choto noticed their disdainful expressions and quickly handed the box back to Anjana. Bablu then inquired, What about Jhanak? Choto sighed. I don't know. Bablu shook his head. She has faced so much sorrow. Tanuja sneered. She ruined Anirudh. Do you all have no shame? Bipasha added. No, they don't. Choto's temper flared. I would have done the right thing. Aditya, meanwhile, glared at Anirudh. You left your wife alone to come here and cause drama. Anirudh shot back. Since when do you know Jhanak? Aditya shrugged. It doesn't matter. Her treatment is ongoing. Just then, the doctor approached. Pray for a miracle, she advised. Anirudh, overwhelmed, walked away. A woman watching the scene turned to Aditya. Who is Anirudh to Jhanak? Aditya replied coldly. He has no relation to her. Meanwhile, Arshi arrived home. Vinayak was surprised. You are here. She nodded. I need to tell you something about Anirudh. He frowned. What is it? Anirudh is playing a game. He's changed. He used to be loyal and loving. Now, he's guilty. He admitted he made a mistake by not believing Jhanak. I feel strange. I think he loves her, she confessed. Vinayak sighed. I know how you feel, but trust me, Anirudh went to help Jhanak. Arshi shook her head. No, he's doing too much for her. Vinayak hesitated. Shrishti said Aditya is blackmailing Anirudh over property. Arshi considered this. That's possible, but Anirudh has changed. Shrishti entered. Yes, he has. Meanwhile, Tanuja taunted Choto for contributing nothing to the family. Bablu defended him. Don't say that. Everyone knows what Choto does for this family. Bipasha changed the topic. New jewelry came for Appu. Tanuja looked suspicious. Anjana didn't show it to me. She snatched the box and opened it, revealing silver anklets. Her lips curled. So, this is it. Bipasha scoffed. I don't even remember what they gave me for my wedding. Choto smirked. I do. A gold necklace. Bipasha waved him off. I don't recall. Tanuja frowned. How long will you stay here without contributing? My husband does a lot for this family. Dadi's voice rang out. Enough. She scolded them fiercely. I have 3 sons. They give what they can. If you have nothing better to do, go to your rooms. Tanuja and Bipasha left, defeated. Meanwhile, at the hospital, the doctor delivered grim news. This injection is our last hope. We have no time left. Another doctor countered, let's wait 5 more minutes. The medical team argued as Jhanak's life hung in the balance.